finger down if you're an overachiever. Put a finger down if you were told your whole childhood that your worth was not tied to who you are as a person, but rather how much you accomplish. Put a finger down if you struggle to take time to rest and recharge, and even when you attempt it, your brain is telling you all of the things that are not getting done while you are sitting still. Put a finger down if you need to be needed. Put a finger down if you went to therapy to learn how to not fix people because you believed that the only reason you had value is if you were actively making situations better, and you believed the only reason people would want you is if you were actively helping them. Throw in a little bonus a la Batman here. Did you believe it's not who you are, it's what you do that matters? How many of us overachieving kids grew up in a household where we weren't shown love or affection? And maybe we weren't even shown very much attention unless we were achieving something fantastic, like straight A's on our report card, blue ribbon in the science fair, captain of our sports ball team. I think this comment is so spot on for my own childhood and for a lot of us that struggle with overproductivity and overachievement. Overachieving is a trauma response for a reason. If you're dangling connection and approval behind achievement, you're nurturing workaholism. I cannot sit still without having to work on something. I'm either mending something, or I am editing footage, or I am answering emails. I struggle to sit down and read a novel. I'm always using audiobooks because that way I can multitask and get something done. I don't like to just sit and watch a movie. I need to be knitting. I need to be making something. I need to be contributing in some way. And I know very much that's a reflection of how I was treated as a child. I grew up in a very strict house with very little affection, and I know that my parents did their best with what they had. But it can really mess kids up to condition them to believe that the only way that they can get their parents' approval or attention is by consistently overachieving. You as a child and into adulthood will push yourself harder and harder and harder in order to get that love that you need. And it's very easy to internalize that people cannot love you for you, and the only reason they will pay attention to you is if you are outstanding. And you also feel shame and guilt if you are not consistently performing that way. You start to fawn and fix and perform in order to get the connection that you need. You don't believe that people could just love and care about you and want to be around you for who you are. You need to consistently prove to them that you are worthy of getting their attention. So I don't know if you struggle with this in childhood. It really profoundly messed me up, and I had to go to therapy to unlearn a lot of this. And I still don't like to sit still. I need to feel that I'm always doing something. But I make a point of trying to teach my kids that they get my unconditional love and support and attention no matter how they're performing. That their worth is not tied to their achievement. That the love and support of their parents is not tied to their productivity or their achievement. Their worth as a human is not tied to their grade point. It's not tied to what kind of career they choose. It's not tied to how wealthy they are. It's not tied to any of our culture's measures of success.